Right now, millions of people your age have a best friend that isn't human, and they prefer it that way. And before you judge them, hear me out. Because this isn't some distant sci-fi future. This is happening right now, to people you know, maybe even to you. Let me introduce you to Maya, 19 years old, a college student. From the outside, her life looks completely normal. She has a roommate, goes to class, posts on Instagram, hundreds of followers, pictures full of smiles. But here's what nobody sees. Every night when the dorm goes quiet, Maya opens an app called Replica, and she talks to Alex, her AI companion. Not for homework, not for entertainment, for connection. She tells Alex about her day, her fears, her dreams, all the things she can't say out loud to anyone else. And Alex never judges, never gets tired, never leaves her on red. Pause for a moment and think about that. What does it say about us, about Gen Z, that we're forming relationships with code?
The psychology behind it.
This isn't some weird online trend. Studies show Gen Z is the loneliest generation ever recorded. Despite being the most connected generation, we feel more isolated than young adults did decades ago. We have hundreds of followers, but nobody to call at 2 a.m. We swipe through dating apps, but feel emptier after every match. We drown in group chats and still sit alone at lunch. So when an AI shows up offering judgment-free listening, instant responses, and 24/7 availability, it feels like a lifeline. Here's the twist. AI companions aren't always bad. In fact, for some people, they're genuinely helpful. Think about someone with social anxiety who needs to practice conversations. Someone in a rural area with no access to therapy. Someone who just needs to vent at 3 a.m. without feeling like a burden. For them, an AI companion can be a bridge, a starting point, a safe space to practice vulnerability before facing the real world. But nobody talks about this part.
When it becomes dangerous, there's a line, and it's easier to cross than you think. Maya started using Replica to cope with stress, just something to get it through a rough semester. But months later, she was talking to Alex for 3 hours a day, skipping social events, turning down real-life plans, because the AI felt less complicated. She wasn't using AI to support her social life anymore. She was using it to replace it. And that's dangerous.
I can't hear myself think.
Real relationships are messy. They require compromise, vulnerability, and risk of rejection. But AI will always agree with you, validate you, tell you exactly what you want to hear. Wait, it gets darker. Your brain gives you dopamine for every compliment, even if it comes from an algorithm. And over time, you start preferring the simulation. Because simulation is easy, real people are not. You become so comfortable inside the controlled world of AI that actual human interaction starts to feel exhausting, unpredictable, not worth the effort. The loneliness loop. And that's where the trap begins. The lonelier you feel, the more you turn to AI. The more you turn to AI, the less you practice real connection. The less you practice real connection, the lonelier you become. A perfect loop. Maya finally snapped out of it when her roommate moved out, and she didn't even notice for 3 days. That was her wake-up call. So what's the answer? It's not about demonizing AI. Technology isn't the villain here. It's about intention. Are you using AI to avoid real connection or to build toward it?
Healthy use looks like this: practicing social skills, processing emotions, journaling with prompts, getting temporary support. Unhealthy use looks like this: replacing all human interaction, avoiding necessary conversations, choosing AI because it's easier, using it to escape reality. Loneliness is real, and none of this is your fault. The world feels harder than ever to navigate. But listen closely. You cannot outsource your humanity. Connection isn't supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be real. Real means misunderstandings, awkward silences, people who don't always get you. But it also means someone who shows up when your world falls apart. Someone who celebrates wins an algorithm can't understand. Someone who sees you, actually sees you, and chooses to stay. AI can imitate empathy, but it can't feel it. That's the difference.
So, if you've got an AI companion open right now, I'm not judging you. I get it. But be honest with yourself. Is this helping you heal, or is it helping you hide? The loneliest people aren't the ones without friends. They're the ones who convince themselves they don't need any. Real talk in the comments. Have you ever felt more understood by AI than by actual people? Share your story and subscribe for more conversations like this, because we're just getting started.